Alright, so here's a look at the shock tower for the early Mustangs, the parts from Dynacorn. And so this is what you get in that box. You get the shock tower and you get the bracket. And the bracket is 14 gauge on the thicker part, and then 14 on this part too. That's cool. And they're laser etched, so you know right from right. Now the shock tower itself is a little thicker. I think feels thicker, maybe it's just heavier. If we can get a look. Oh, sorry, lost my angle. Yeah, I think it's quite a bit thicker than 14. It's got to be 12 gauge. This doesn't even want to fit on. And also has this thicker piece. It looks like 1/8 inch inner reinforcing. And see how it all goes together here. Here's a little kind of a mock-up on how it all fits together. So your bracket is going to fit on your frame rail, and there's the hole for the cross member. Now, what is a little weird, but it's not a big deal. If you line that up nice, you're going to have to re-drill this hole, but chances are you'll have to line all this up anyway, and just take your time with it. Take lots of measurements of your old stuff, and maybe even just take it out piece by piece. Like if you're changing the rail, leave your shock tower and stuff in till you get this where you want it, and then mark it on your new rail, that kind of thing. And same kind of deal over here on the driver's side. That hole looks nice and centered, but this one's off a little bit. The front one's off quite a bit. And then the other thing with both, you'll have to notch this to clear your sway bar bracket. And then, yeah, so lots of fun. Anyway, we'll see when the time comes to put these in, but at least it's something solid to work with. And yeah, so it's not a big deal if you got to re-drill some holes. These are pretty important because these are for your upper A-arm, and these don't go all the way through, so I forget how they work. Let's just flip this over. Ouch. Yeah, they don't go all the way through. Oh, I'm bleeding. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll have to figure that out when the time comes. Alright, well that's the scoop on the shock tower parts. They look pretty decent. Yeah, just a little more detail on the shock tower. So you got this plate here, and got a few holes. guess it's not that critical. Well, these holes are important, but you'll just line it up with what you already have. And you can do a quick measurement here. But from the middle of the back one, it's like 6 3/4. Middle of the front one, 7 3/16, something like that, 7 1/4. It's all reinforced under here for your spring perch and your 3 bolt holes for your shock mount. These tabs, I guess you can adjust to get things where you want. Anyway, and can't remember if the outer shock tower has more bolts on one side than the other. 3 on one side, 2 on the other. But maybe it's probably like that. It's been a while. All right. Yeah. Just a little more detail, and we'll see how it goes.